What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stash Free Sports channel. Let's get right into it. Here to bring you a prediction video on the NFC wildcard matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's talk about it. So, guys, regular season's finally over. I'm excited to watch some playoff football. This is what a real football is. When things get tough, when things get tight, when plays have to be made, no questions asked. This is where the big time is, man. So I'm excited to watch it all live. Hopefully, I have time to watch every game and report on every game. But I will give you predictions of every matchup in this playoffs. So let's get into it. The first one. This is the one I'm most excited for, honestly. But probably the second one. I think the AFC matchup, the Jags and Chargers, should be pretty exciting too. But it could be might kind of change because Mike Williams is hurt, so we'll see. But on to this video though. Why I believe this matchup will be so close. Oh, and also, I'm not gonna give you a score either. I'm gonna give you my prediction later on during the video. So stick around or skip through. You want to find it, but it's not gonna be right now. I'm gonna lead up to it. But so yeah, let's get into it. So Dallas Cowboys are often looked at as a better team in this matchup, and I do understand why, but not so fast to me. Not so fast. I know the Bucs look terrible all year. They look out of sync. A lot of O-line injuries. Defense was hasn't been what it used to be, especially not in the run defense category, which could be a big plus and probably will be a big plus for the Cowboys, who have two good running backs. But you know, there is something to say about being a winning team and also about reputation. And I think the reputation on both quarterbacks could play a role in this game. Tom Brady, one of the most winningest players of all time. Uh, Also, one of the best, most comebacks this season as well, especially of all time. He's probably had the most comebacks of all time, if I had to guess. He's been playing for so long and so many highlighted moments. But this year alone, he's had 5 comeback game winning drives. You know, but the offense doesn't score as much as they should. But they've been clicking pretty good the last few weeks. Russell Gage Jr., someone I thought could have been a bigger threat in this offense, dealt with injuries first of the year, or first of the season, and then just trying to build chemistry with Brady in the offense. He's finally getting some fire now. Julio hasn't been a consistent target of Tom Brady, but he gets a couple of games and some big moments every game, or at least a chance for big moments every game for the most part. As you know, Mike Evans, last time we seen him play, he was dominant versus the Panthers, and Chris Godwin, steady and consistent weapon for Tom Brady. Leonard Fournette and the other quarterback, other running back White, been pretty cool, nothing crazy, but they can do damage when given a chance. Now, going to the Cowboys, um, better offensive team, no question about it. Firepower team, they can score on flurries. Noah Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Dalton Schultz, two good running backs, Pollard, Zeke. They got Dak. And I commented on Dak all year since he came out from the injury. He led the league, not led the league, but he had a bad turnover rate. 14 picks in 12 games? That's not good. 11 games? That's not good. His play alone, not alone, I'll take it back, but Dak Prescott's play along with the injuries in the DB area pushed this team, for me personally, from a Super Bowl contending team to a Super Bowl threat. This is my personal power rankings list. If you haven't seen it, I have 3 rankings: Super Bowl contender, the highest level you can be at, obviously. Number 2 level is Super Bowl threat, and the third level, the lowest, Super Bowl miracle. I have both of these teams in the Super Bowl threat category, but I do have the Cowboys higher than I do have the Bucs, because obviously the Cowboys are a better team. And their strength here is the run game. Take the ball out of Dak Prescott's hands. He's turned the ball over like crazy. You have two good running backs. There should be no reason the ball should be in Dak's hands too much to where he throws 30 passes. It shouldn't be the case. If Dak throws over 30 passes, something's wrong, to me personally. I don't see him getting that much if the Cowboys were to win this matchup. That vaunted run defense for the Bucs isn't there anymore. They're a middling team. I think they're like ranked 15th or 17th in their run defense. Last couple years with Devin White, Fonte David, Vita Vea, and those boys, they were like probably top 5, top 7 in that range. last couple of years and shutting down the run, and that gave them their best chance the last couple of years as well. Even when the offense was struggling in certain moments, their defense always played pretty well in the run. But this is the worst matchup for them. Um, you know, the Cowboys should and probably will run the ball early and often, but as long as the Bucs can keep it close, it should be a problem. It might get tough because putting the ball in Dak's hands, all the weapons that they have, he can make mistakes and he will make some mistakes. I did a video earlier, maybe 2 weeks ago, saying, I don't trust Dak, and that's why, the Dallas Cowboys aren't Super Bowl contenders. So, if they pound the ball, which they should do early on, early and often, they should be fine. But I have a feeling for some weird reason that if the game gets tight, they're going to put the ball in Dak's hands. If they can't score as many touchdowns as they should, they get stopped in red zone, or something. I think, when the games gets tight, I think the ball will be in Dak's hands. It's giving me a little cause of pause to pick the Cowboys outright in this matchup that should be theirs. Now, going back to the Bucs side, their biggest thing is stopping Micah Parsons. Plain and simple. They have to bring tight end over there or whatever side that he's going to be on. Bring a tight end to chip him hard. Bring over Kyle Rudolph, bring over Otten, bring over Cameron Brate. They have to pair the tight end with the tackle and just chip or double team the mess out of Parsons all day long. You cannot, if you're Tom Brady and you're Byron Leftwich, do not plant that back foot and sit there. You got to plant and boom. It got to be out. It got to be out. And then Tom Brady is a pro at that. So he's been doing that forever. Especially in the New England system, the dink and dunk stuff that everybody hates. I know Tom Brady and his offense love taking shots down the field, and they do, and they can do that in quick throws as well. They do a quick back foot plant and throw it off throw it off 3-step drops all the time. So that's not nothing new, but you know I would avoid long stretches trying to do too much. Make everything dink and dunks. Win for underneath, and when you can have Michael Parsons double, triple team, then you can take a shot and still be a little nervous and pray he'll get past you guys because the offense has been atrocious. The offensive line has been atrocious for Tom Brady and the Bucs this year, and it's because of injuries. So I'm not saying they're a bad squad, but they're a makeshift squad. They're not what they thought they were going to have. At this point in the season, if everyone was fully healthy, then I would say, okay, the Bucs have a better shot. But they really have to think and duck this game. They really have to pray that their defense can limit Pollard and Zeke to field goals in the red zone because the Cowboys should get in the red zone early and often. And and like I said, if they take the ball out of Dak's hands, which they should, it's gonna be run defense, and it's gonna be tough. But they gotta hold them down. Watch out for play actions, which is tough to do because this Bucs defense has had a issue with DBs the last couple years. The DBs suck. Even Carlton Davis, James Dean, all those guys, they've been sorry the last 2 years. To me personally, the Super Bowl year, they were all fantastic for the most part, and every year since they've been taking the steps down and down to me. Even with last year being more of injuries, this year just bad play. Antoine Whitfield's been cool, not great. So they got a lot of work to do on defense to really make it a game. But I think it'll be a close game, some way, somehow. I think the Bucs defense slows down the Cowboys offense just enough to be a close game. And I think the ball goes in Dak's hands mostly in the fourth quarter, and a turnover happens. I don't know if it'll be a pick. I don't know if it'll be a fumble. I don't know. But I got a feeling in the fourth quarter, Tampa's down 7 or 3 points, or 7 or 3. I say 7-3. 7 or 3 points, or maybe 10 points. And the momentum's going their way because don't forget the game is in Tampa. Tampa did win the division. The Cowboys are a wild card team, even though with that great record. Um, I'm really thinking, man, if the ball somehow ends up in Dak's hand in a pretty close game in the fourth quarter, the ball will be turned over some way, somehow. Brady gets the ball, maybe down by 10 points, score a touchdown, the momentum going their way. Cowboys got the ball back, can't convert, on a fourth down or something, or score a field goal. Bucs down by 6, and Tampa Bay goes for the winning touchdown drive. I can see it happening. The big losses of not James Dean, excuse me, the big losses on the DB area for the Cowboys. Um, what's that names? No, not Noah Brown, Anthony Brown, and um, Jordan Lewis. Those two guys are big. They're a big loss there. And as I said, the Bucs have weapons. If they can hold Parsons down for most of the game, and when he does get to Tom Brady, eventually when he does get there, Tom doesn't turn it over or script sacked or fumble from behind or something. If he hold on to that ball and just take a sack, or whatever, they had a lot of weapons. As I said, Russell Gage, Cade Otton, the list, the list, the guys, so they have a bunch of guys. And, we all know Trayvon Diggs for the Cowboys can give you interception, or he can give you touchdowns. As if you're on the offense, he can give you touchdowns as well. He can get burnt oftentimes. So, Mike Evans should have a good game. Chris Godwin should have a good game, if Brady can get the ball out to him. But they have to really chip Micah Parsons with tight ends, running backs. Everybody got to be on Micah Parsons. I'm not really concerned about Dexter Lawrence. He could go off and have a great game. Or have a good game in effect. The Bucs game plan was definitely possible, but he hasn't had a sack in a couple. And shoot, I just looked this up. Let me see. Check my notes real quick. Dexter Lawrence hasn't had a sack in not Dexter Lawrence, DeMarcus Lawrence. Excuse me. He hasn't had a sack in about 8-9 weeks. DeMarcus Lawrence haven't had a sack in about 8-9 weeks. So, if you can worry about Parsons, hold Lawrence down for the most part. Don't let him get active and get activated, which he hasn't been really. He's been playing okay, but nothing great from Lawrence lately. The Bucs have definitely a solid chance of upsetting, even though they're the higher seed, upsetting Dallas Cowboys. So my pick, Buccaneers. I think they win this game in a close matchup, come from behind, game-winning drive from Tom Brady. Win by 1, win by 2. But it'll be a heck of a game. I think the Cowboys will be up early and often. They'll run that ball, they'll run the rock, take down the clock a whole lot. But I think when it's said and done, the ball somehow gets in Dak Brady. Dak Brady. The ball somehow gets in Dak Prescott's hands longer than when it should be. And I think a turnover does come, and that's changed the game for the Cowboys. Tampa Bay gets the momentum and they end up winning the game from behind, game-winning drive from Tom Brady. That's my opinion on this matchup. So that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.